What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Third Gen Junkies. You know who it is, Chris. On today's episode, it is going to be the Great Awakening. You know what time it is? It's spring. It's 78 degrees today. It's supposed to rain the next 2 days, but yeah, so if you're new here, we go over third gen Camaro, mainly Camaro, but Firebird content. Been doing this like 5 years or so, the YouTube thing. Got a bunch of Camaros, third gens. So it's an 87 IROC, 350 tune port car, pulling the motor's going to a friend, keeping the trance, pulling a few of the interior stuff, selling it. The rest I don't care about. It's going to scrapyard. It's 85 F41, 305, 373 rear gear, wolf in sheep's clothing car. Backup daily, Hyundai Sonata. Then we got my 9-year-old daughter's Purple Haze 92 Z28 350 tune port car. Ruby 88 305. Built 305, a wickedly built 305 that I built. Let's see. All the hood shocks are shot, but it's got a wicked cam in it. You'll hear it in a minute. Full length headers. It's got electric dumps, but I haven't hooked up the wiring to them yet. Yeah, so stock exhaust. Hannah's has aftermarket exhaust. This thing obviously has stock bullshit, and the rear end's sold and gone. And in here, this is Purple Haze. That one over there, the red one that I just showed you under the hood, that's Ruby. Sorry about the wind. It's like super windy today. It's 87 degrees or 78 degrees, but it's like, I don't know, like 900-mile-an-hour winds as usual. Okay, so then we have our table, which is Space Ghost. Came from Hawaii. It's a 89 IROC. Was a 350 tune port car, building the LS for it with nitrous. And then we have the main person on the channel, Black Magic. It's my wife's black with gold trim package, 87 IROC Z28 350 tune port, aftermarket injectors, BBK throttle body, 58mm throttle body. It has oh god, I forgot the name of them. It has headers, wide pipe, all the way back to, I want to say 50 series, 40 series Flowmaster mufflers. What are you doing? This has louvers. This is also a CNC T-top car. This is not your standard stock T-top. Tell by this rail here. The lock's in a different spot. They're double sealed. They're way better than stock. Every option known to man on this car. Complete aftermarket stereo with kick panels down there. Down there. There's tweeters right here in the door. Tweeter in the door over there. Kick panel down there. It's got 2 10s and like 3 amps in the trunk. CD changer. Thanks to the great people over at the Illinois Camaro Car Club. They're dirty now, but they as a Christmas gift, they had my wife's rims redone and clear coated and whatnot, but she wants to change things up and she wants me to put these on it. These right here. These actually look really good on this car, but I got some other plans for some other stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start firing these things up. Here, let's play with this one first. Let's see if this thing starts. Oh, look at that, one side of the handle broke. Let's see if this thing starts. I just put a battery in it. This is a backup daily driver. That's weird. Why it's not doing it? got full power. Everything's nice and bright and everything. I don't know what's going on. I just put the battery in it. I started it up the other day. Huh. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. All for one. All for one. All for one. That sucks. Okay, let's go to this guy. This one here, bodywork's gonna get finished. Rims are gonna get scuffed down, repainted. Got new lug nuts for this thing. Got all new badges for it. Put different doors on it, a different IROC hood on it, make it more aggressive. Flowmaster mufflers going on it. Interior is going to get re-cleaned again, because I detailed it and I did a bunch of videos on it. But this is a 305 carbureted car, so you know you gotta give it the old pumpity pump. Let's see what happens. Come on, key. Here we go. Look at that. Fire right off. Fire right off. That's the only reason. The only reason I went to buy this car to kill it, parted out, slaughter it. And I said, if it shows me any signs of life, then I'm gonna try to save it. And here we are. 2 years later, but she's running. It's just a little old lowly 305. Nothing major, nothing done to it. It's 100% completely stock. I've done all the vacuum lines and all a bunch of. No, the high idle's done. She's so quiet. Listen. Super quiet. She's just quiet. Okay. I know, yeah, by the way, all of my vehicles, I have wires out for all of them. I have a battery tender on every single one of the vehicles, and I have one in here to save my batteries. It's one of the cheapest insurances you could do, especially if you park your car over the winter. And I put mothballs all over the floor and everywhere around here, and I have mouse buckets and everything. Keep these stupid bastards out, but they always get in anyways. See what happens here. Come on. There she goes. She's the one with a nice rumble. Open the hood on her. I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of a show and knowledge on my cars, my vehicles. And this one's my wife. This is the one that Ken and I rebuilt the whole top end of, repainted everything, made all nice and pretty, nice with valve covers. Yeah, it still got the battery tender on it. This has actually 2 batteries on it for the stereo. So, and look, it has the original clamp that nobody has here and here and here. But she's very angry sounding all the time. Look at I figured I'd start him up, let him run. She always starts and runs because I rebuilt. I dropped the gas tank, cleaned the gas tank out. I put a new fuel pump, regulator, fuel filter, dropped the transpan, changed the filter in the gasket, fixed the oil pan gasket. I mean, I did a whole bunch. It was 3.5 months of every day after work thrashing, and Dawn, Ken's wife, watching my daughter while I'm trying to work on the car. So yeah, but yeah, she always starts and runs. She's got good old pressure when she's sitting at idle. Once she heats up, it drops. When you're driving it, it'll drop all the way to the red, like down to 7. But that's how they are. Let's go over here to this thing. The one that you don't need a key for to start. Let's go over to Ruby. She's a little, she's a temperamental one. It smells like we had mice in here again. Here, pumpity, 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 pumpity. Click the key forward. Look at the key. It's a pretty cool key, huh? Extension. Push to start. She's cold-blooded. And it does have that, it has the, what do you call it? The choke or whatever, the warm-up choke where you're supposed to like let it idle, but it won't idle. I have to literally rev it up until it's warm. And then once it's warm, then give it a few wraps, and then it'll be fine. I don't know what happened here, but my oil temp gauge went to crap. My oil pressure gauge is good. Yeah, it's funny, it bounced around. Funny, the stock gauge works for the voltage. Gas gauge, it says it's on full, which wouldn't surprise me. It should be almost warm enough to stay running on its own now. Come on. This old girl. Get out of it. That tire does not want to stay up. This old girl. She's cam, but it's a stock muffler. So this is all coming through the stock muffler. But there's an electric cutout up there under the passenger seat that I gotta wire in yet. But yeah, that's her. That's Ruby, full length hooker headers, 305. I ported the heads as much as I could, ported the intake, the whole valley. When you pull the intake off, everything that's bumpy and from the cast, the texture from the cast, I ground it all down to where it's smooth as glass inside there. Ported the intake to the heads. It's AURORA. Nothing like super crazy or major. It's just, it's a 292H comp cam. It's technically a van hauling cam from when I was in high school. Dirty, valve covers were brand new. Valve covers were brand new a couple of years ago. And just surface rust already. I'm gonna have to vacuum it off. Looks like the mice got in here again. But yeah. So that's Ruby. And then we come to the pain in the ass. This one here has the same exact headers and Y pipe as my wife's car. I always forget what they're called. Besides that, nothing's done to this car. Oh, my wife's car also has the Hawks Ram Air boxes that go down here where it pulls air from in here where the fog lights are. That's why her car doesn't have the fog lights that were taken off, which I have all the wiring and everything to put them back on. But this one is a pain in the ass. This car does not like to start. I don't know why. It always acts like it's got a fucking problem. I don't know, it's weird. It doesn't like to start and run. It's funny because that one's over there just idling. This one's over here idling. I could turn that one on, have it sitting there idling. But this car is weird. You go to start it, it's fuel injector, you're not supposed to pump the gas. Just turn the key on. Wait a second. It doesn't start. Turn the key off. Pump the pedal 4 times. And it should start. What I've been doing is cycling the key. Oh yeah, and the heater core. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Almost every one of these cars, the heater cores on these cars are bypassed. Hannah's, this car started dripping. I noticed it on the way home from a car show, and I don't even know when this was. Oh, I don't even know. But it started dripping on here. That's why it's all discolored. And I bypassed it. My wife's, same thing. It blew out when I started rebuilding the car, all over the passenger floorboard. Ruby, I don't even think has one. I'm not even sure. But let's see if I can get this thing to run. Come on. This thing is such a pain. I tried to start it the other day, and it didn't want to start. I don't know why. It's fuel injected. You shouldn't have to pump the gas. Come on. It sounded like it was about to. Either that, or I mean, it's been acting up for the last couple years. I bet you the fuel pump or fuel filter is getting clogged. I don't know. I put heat in all these cars. I put stable in them. I start them off with a lot of idle so that they're good through the winter. But the thing is, I don't hear the fuel pump. Oh, I tried that time. See if we can get her to start. She's got a good exhaust on her too. It was an eBay exhaust that I bought. It was on my wife's car. She didn't like the sound of it, so I put it on this car with Ken's help, of course, and his lift. Come on, girl. That's another thing too about this car. It's got a Pioneer aftermarket old school detached from like my high school times, but no face for the radio. I think we even got the case that the face goes in here. If I'm not mistaken. I thought the case was in here or somewhere, or shoved down alongside the seat or something. I remember it was in here. Come on. Alright, technical difficulties, hold on. Okay guys, got it running. Not happy. I don't know what the hell's going on. But it sounds like a throttle position sensor or something. Sounds good. It's not idling very well. Plus this car, I got to put floor pans in it. I need to pull the trans out and get it rebuilt. Ruby, second burnout after I got it running and motor and trans in it. My wife said, do another burnout, do another burnout. And I destroyed the sun shell and the transmission. So yeah. So. Not happy. Oh, Ruby girl. I built this myself. The lock up. are too. Oh, this is an 80. This is an 88 Sport Coupe, by the way. It's got the low profile spoiler, the little guy. Oh, and that's what the exhaust is on these cars. Sorry. This car, Black Magic and Purple Haze, had SLP headers, Y pipe, and Flowmaster. Yeah, he's running. Such a pain in the ass. You don't ever want to start. But he's running. This just sounds good. This is a day in the life of a third-gen junkie. All these cars, and might go get another one. And I got to get rid of that white one over there. But yeah, just kind of low on fuel. Need to put some gas in her. Sitting at 50, 60 psi oil pressure. Yeah, she's running pretty good. So yeah. So funny that out of all the vehicles to run or not run, the funny thing is the backup daily driver is the only one that didn't start. So funny. But yeah, so I guess I would say that the Great Awakening was a great success. I mean, sounds good, looks good to me. Them tires are junk. It's a good thing I got another set of tires over there. I got special rims and tires going on this for when I get rid of it. Rear drums also. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's alternator laying back there. Yeah, alternators everywhere. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, the stock fan on this thing is crap. I need to put some electric fans on it. It's just sitting there idling. This thing runs hot with the... It runs hot with the, oh, what do you call it? The full-length headers. It gets warm really quick. But yeah, so I would say it was a great success. A Great Awakening is good. And the funny thing is I didn't try to restart any of these cars. The other day I did try to start this one because I was scared that it wouldn't run or it was going to have issues. And it started right up without a problem. That's the only thing I hate from the cars sitting there. Even though they have cardboard underneath them, all the cars have cardboard underneath them, there's a puddle of water. You can see it right there. That leaks out of the exhaust if you start it. When we bought that car, it sat 10 years in a temperature controlled garage on jack stands with carpet and cardboard underneath it, and the whole exhaust from the Y pipe, well, the Y pipe was still good. The Y pipe was upstairs in the garage and up there where the parts are stored, but from the back of the Y pipe, from the beginning of the cat all the way back, was completely rotted. There was a pile, and I mean a pile half as tall as that bucket of rust on the floor. After I took the exhaust off, I have pictures of it in my phone. Yeah, look at that. Sitting there, just idling away, having a good time. Let's see if these gauges are working. So you're low on fuel too. Your voltage ain't all that great. Oil pressure's doing good. Look, idling, 900 RPM. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, look at that. Nothing to brag about. It's a little 305, but I mean, look at it. I have all the paperwork on this car. It's got 107,886 miles, a mint dash pad, overhead console, mint shift plate. I mean, everything on this car is really, really, really nice. Just put a new battery on it in it. But I do need to pop the hood on this thing, and I need to get the what's it called? I gotta get the carburetor number off of it, because it does have a leak at one of the gaskets, and I'm just going to rebuild it so that there are no issues. What the hell is going on? I'm trying to turn around without falling off the trailer. But yeah, looks to me like it was a good success. I mean, I had to uncover this one. It's weird, I've never seen, it's like off an angle, I've never seen it. There's bubbles in the paint, a bunch of bubbles all over. Doesn't matter, I got new fenders for it. I got the lip pieces in the back that need to be stitched in for the quarters. I got full floor pans right there, mint, leaning up against the walls. We'll replace the whole floor pans, and then it needs to be repainted. And I've only got about 6.5 years to get it done, so I gotta hurry the hell up. Yeah. And this thing, God, why are the hoods so heavy on these cars? Oh, yeah, the under hood temperatures on this thing is ridiculous. Them headers put off so much heat, it's not even funny. But this was a car that was built when I got it, because that plate that's over there is for an MSD aftermarket 6AL box, and it literally drops straight down, and that's what those screws and all it is right there. And then all you do is run your wiring over for your HEI distributor. But this I put right here and leave it there. Shut the hood like that. As you can tell from the dust, this one don't get driven because the trans is out of it, and I got to swap a trans in it. This one don't get driven that much because, one, not titled or plated, whatever. I still drive it around. The wife's gets driven once I move all the shit out of the way so she can drive it. But yeah, so that's my homestead. This is what I have. These are my cars. Possibly have another one coming. But yeah, so it looks to me like the Great Awakening is a good success. Yeah, got more content coming soon. Like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. See you next time.